Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Punvatam Swakaha Krishna Punya Shavana Kirtanaha Hridayantastoya Bhadrani Vidunoti Suhurtsatam Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavajuttama Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki. Today I'll be reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 20, Text 4 and 5. Purusha yadi muhyanti padarsa devamayaya tamayevam param jato dirghaya vruddha sevaya. Synonyms. Purushaha, persons, yadi, if, muhyanti, become bewildered, padarsaha, like you, deva of the Supreme Lord, mayaya, by the energy, Kramaha exertion eva certainly, param only, jadaha produced, dirghaya for a long time, Buddha sevaya by serving the superiors. Translation purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. If a personality like you, who are so much advanced because of executing the instructions of the previous acharyas, is carried away by the influence of my material energy, then all your advancement may be considered simply a waste of time. Purport. In this verse, the word Vriddha Sevaya is a very significant. Vriddha means old, Sevaya means by service. Perfect knowledge is acquired from the acharyas or liberated souls. No one can be perfect in a knowledge without being trained by the parampara system. Prithu Maharaj was completely trained in that line. Therefore, he did not deserve to be considered as an ordinary man. An ordinary man who has only conception of bodily existence is always bewildered by the modes of material nature. Text 5. Atha kayamimam vidvan avaidya kama karma bihi arabdaiti naivasmin प्रतिबुद्धो नुसाजते निषजते अतः कायम इमाम विद्वान अवैद्य काम कर्मा भी आरब्ध इति नैवास्मिन् प्रतिबुद्धो नुसज्जते अतः therefore kayam body imam this vidwan he who has knowledge avidya by science kama desires karma bihi and by activities arabdha created iti thus na never eva certainly Asmin to this body, Pratibuddha, one who knows, Anusarjate becomes addicted. Those who are in full knowledge of the bodily conception of life, who know that this body is composed of desires, desires and activities resulting from illusion, do not become addicted to the body. Purport. As stated in previous verse, those with good intellect, Studiya, do not accept themselves to the body. Being a creation of science, the body has two types of activities. In the bodily conception, when we think that sense gratification will help us, we are in illusion. Another kind of illusion is to think that one will become happy by trying to satisfy the desires that arise from the illusory body, or by attaining elevation to the higher planetary systems, or by performing various types of Vedic rituals. This is all illusion. Similarly, material activities performed for political emancipation and social and humanitarian activities performed with an idea that people of the world will be happy are also illusory because the basic principle is the bodily conception, which is illusory. Whatever we desire or perform under the bodily conception is an illusion. In other words, Lord Vishnu informed Prithu Maharaj that although the sacrificial performance set an example for ordinary people, there is no need for such sacrificial performances as far as his personal self was concerned. As confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 2.45, Trigunya Visaya Veda, Nitraigunya Bhavarjuna, Nidvando Nitya Nirogya Kshema Atmavan. The Vedas mainly deal with the subject of three modes of material nature. Rise above these modes, O Arjuna, be transcendental to all of them. Be free from all dualities and from all anxieties, for gain and safety, and be established in the self. The ritualistic performances recommended in the Vedas mainly depend on the three modes of material nature. Consequently, Arjuna was advised to transcend the Vedic activities. The activities that Arjuna was advised to perform were the transcendental activities of devotional service. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swamiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pashade Deshatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. I would like to seek blessings from all the devout assembled I Vaishnavas and thank you for giving me an opportunity to purify myself. In this course, please forgive me if I add my own interpretation or if I have any shortcomings while sharing the purport. Here, I would like to give some of the few key concepts that, after listening from Pritivardhana Prabhu, who has given this lecture in Mayapur back in August 2011. So let me start here. What we see first, Prithvi Maharaj, definitely a great soul who was praised, has performed 100 Ashwamedha Yagas. Rather 99, the 100 was not completed because of the problems caused by Indra. Now, what we can see here is it's just not the knowledge, but also the realization of who we are, like as stated in the purport by Srila Prabhupada. So, here it says, a person who is advanced and who follows instruction of previous Acharya, which means the bestowed liberated souls. Now, here we see that the platform who is on different platform other than bodily platform, they're actually in the spiritual platform, uh, going towards the lotus feet of the Supreme Person of Godhead. Now, on the contrary, we see the people who are still attached to material world, who still see the cycles of death and birth in this world. Well, is that useful? No, not. Now, after the after the Ashwamedha sacrifices, Lord Vishnu said, Prithu Maharaj, you are very nice and you set an example for those people who want to perform the devotional activities. Now, did these activities go very smooth? No, there are a lot of trouble that was caused because Indra was fear of his position. However, we see that Krishna Maharaj was being on a different platform, and we are also again just reiterating from the purport. What is that we need to learn from the example is do what is right and avoid what is wrong. Rather, analyze, see the situation, see what is right, what is wrong, and only act accordingly. Well, can you do alone? No. Again, it's given in the purport. Follow the parampara system, accept the system coming from the gurus, and here in case of Vaishnavas, and also the shastras that are written. And if you follow parampara system, follow the guru, what he's telling, and what was written in the system, and then if you do all these things, it will be very clear what is right, what is wrong. Otherwise, all the effort is going to go waste. Like I just mentioned, if we do not follow Panama system, then it's going to be like a dissolving situation. We can't go anywhere. We are just stuck. One step further forward, one step backward. Now, this example I can correlate from Bhagavad Gita chapter 8, sloka 6. Whoever, whatever state of being one remembers when he quits his body, for son of Kunti, the state he will attain without fail. So in the chapter 8, Lord Krishna was telling Arjuna that what a person should do, and again during his last time in the life, or how he should chant devotional ways, and why he should be freed from, why he should get detachment from the material world. Again, from the purport, it says, person who at the end of his life quits his body, thinking of Krishna, attains the transcendental nature of the Supreme Lord. But it is not that a true person who thinks of something other than Krishna attains the same transcendental state, like attaining the lotus feet of the Lord. The best example we have been hearing a lot of times about Maharaj Bharata, great personality. But what happened? He got attracted to deer during the end of his life. In the next life, he took his birth as a deer. But he remembered his past activities, and he got even though he got his animal body. But what did he do? He started doing again devotion, even though in the form of a deer. Later in the third birth, he is again born as a human being, whose name is called Jada Bharata. So it's always better for us to remember Lord Krishna and do the Hare Krishna Mahamantra chanting, as advised by Srila Prabhupada. Again, continuing the text 7 from the Bhagavad Gita chapter 8. This instruction to Arjuna is very important because Arjuna was trying to wage a war and he got confused by seeing his relatives. For all men engaged in material activities, the Lord does not say that one should give up his prescribed duties or engagements. One can continue them and at the same time think of Krishna by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. This will free one from their material contamination and engage the mind of intelligence in Krishna. By chanting the Krishna's names, by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, which is again informed to us by Srila Prabhupada, again Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and even George Harrison was a great musician. They all were saying same thing. Chant Mahamantra. Without doubt, you will definitely attain Krishna Loka. I want to give one more example, which is very curious and very interesting. Now, here about Srila Vyasadeva and Srila Narada Muni conversation. We all know that the great sage Vyasadeva, Srila Vyasadeva, even after writing Vedas, doing a lot of work, he was not still satisfied. Although he was engaged in writing these Vedas and in the welfare of the people. As Vyasadeva was considering this and relating the defects that he had, or that he think, Narada Muni arrived at his cottage. The sage Narada, with a smile upon his face, told Vyasadeva that his work, the Mahabharata, was well prepared and elaborately explained. But still, why are you feeling disappointed? I mean, why are you feeling sad? Srila Vyasadeva replied by questioning Narada as to what must be the root cause of dissatisfaction. Narada said, you have not actually broadcasted the sublime and spotless glories of person of Godhead. That philosophy which does not satisfy the transcendental scenes of Lord in considered worthless. Although said you have very broadly described the four principles beginning with religious performances. You have not described the glories of Supreme Personality. As doing some research on the internet found something meaningful. So here Srila Narada Deva requests Srila Vyasadeva to describe the glories of personality of Godhead and benefit all class of men. That's how the Srimad Bhagavatam is meant, evolved, and that's how Srimad Bhagavatam is meant for the sincere soul. Now, this phase of this is not related to just one class. Everyone can read it, everyone can gain knowledge and attain the supreme personality of Godhead. We also can see the same conversation from the example. Even it was mentioned in the Bhagavatam Canto 1, Chapter 5, what our just I mentioned. Now, I think we've been hearing this again and again, and then the speaker brought up an important aspect. What is Srimad Bhagavatam about? Well, we all understand, but in short, it says it is to underscore the principle of human life. Srimad Bhagavatam contains numerical historical accounts of Lord Krishna and his devotees. In other words, in short, if we have described in three words, it says Bhagavan, Bhakti, and Bhakta. Now, continuing, Srimad Bhagavatam is transcendental science not only for knowing the ultimate source of everything, but also knowing our relationship with the Supreme Person of Godhead and how we can attain towards that path. Taken from the conversation between Srila Narada Mahamuni and Srila Vyasadeva. It says, the literature, which is full of descriptions of the transcendental glories of the name, fame, and form of the pastimes of the unlimited, unlimited Supreme Lord, is a transcendental creation for bringing about a revolution in the empire's life of a misdirected civilization. Misdirected civilization. As I mentioned, here again Srila Prabhupada quotes, Srimad Bhagavatam is a unique literature and it's for everybody. Everybody can read the book, gets attracted, and also gets benefited by reading the pastimes. And we also hear from our Guru Acharyas, it's always good to read Srimad Bhagavatam. Here the speaker quotes one example purely from the material world, how the advancement was happening. For a human being like us, we need to chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra to advance ourselves into the stage and attain the Supreme Personality. Now, here the speaker brings about another topic examples called GMO. We see a lot of products at GMO. What is it called? It's called genetic modified organism, and it is related to field of agriculture. What he says is this was not introduced. This the concept of GMO did not happen overnight. It took a lot of time for scientists to research and come to a stage where it can give benefits. Well, there are what said deficiency, yes, but there are also benefits that keeps here. The GMO encompasses is plants, animals whose DNA has been altered through genetic engineering. Now we're talking about the GMO seeds used in agriculture. There is definitely an advantages, and scientists often refer this process of GMO seeds doing research, even though the research is going on, it's called genetic engineering. If no one knows, there is a seed bank in the edge of Norway towards the Arctic Circle where they are stored for a number of years. The original seeds and also the GMO seeds. The original formula which scientists preserve that what is the formula. Likewise, we as a human, like how the scientists advance in their GMO genetic engineering, we should also do that. Now, is there a science to even uh, do with human DNA? We don't know. It's a new thing. We don't know. We don't have any clue. But what is it that we're trying to do? Is we are trying to here the scientists are trying to follow the books written by their seniors, and then trying to see if they can make something betterment. Same thing, the parampara system, the teachings of Guru, the principles from that we learn from our acharyas and Vaishnavas. We have to follow that parampara system. If we don't follow, definitely we will not go anywhere. What would be the adverse impact? We might be in the mode of Kanishta Adhikari, totally in the mode of delusion. And as we discussed the three modes of nature. Now, we all heard from the last 4 5 chapter about Prithvi Maharaj, the great soul. But how did Prithvi Maharaj was born? Was born by turning right hand of King Vena. Who did that? The Brahmanas who were in the kingdom of King Vena, who despite of repeatedly requesting King Vena to perform his duties as a king and not to worry about other things. Even the Brahmanas were silently for a long time, but at the end they had to kill Vena for a good reason. After taking the right hand, we got King Prithu. Now again, King Prithu was again born. Brahmins were very pleased. Definitely, we saw the good information that we also heard about the King Prithu. A lot of good things that he has done. So how do at least I as a soul know about this? By reading Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Amrit Purport, understanding the knowledge. These are each one should do. Well, question comes: should we also follow our rituals as a married person? Or yes, follow everything what you can do, but act on dharma. Don't go anything against negative. or don't get attached to material world or materialistic activities. Let's serve the God. Let's offer prasadam to the Lord, and also accept the prasadam for our daily life. This is the only way that we can get attracted to the material world. I just want to end this with one example, which speaker gives very interesting. There was a community, in the community with people like us. Everyone had issues. Every person was going through issues, and everyone don't know what to do. Well, what did they do? They are doing the job duties and everything. Still, they're unable to get rid of those things. One day, everyone sat down together to see what are these problems, what are these issues, and how can we resolve it. Together, they will sit down. They will think solutions. They will resolve the issues. I'm just giving a glimpse. There's a lengthy story, but and then what example did it say? Even though we have issues, it's our prescribed duty to chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, think about the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Definitely, our issues and miseries will be resolved. With this, I would like to end my purport. Hare Krishna.